Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Mike here. Hopefully you're having a great day or night. Today's video, guys, I'll just be listing a lot of stuff, doing a lot of productive things in terms of eBay, Amazon, Etsy, just really staying busy. The past week, my eBay sales have just been just like, right? And slowly trying to build that up. I haven't been listing much. Earlier last week, I didn't list much at all. So that could be the reason why. But there could be a lot of reasons why. I'm not going to sit there and just sit on the couch and cry about it and go, oh my God, that stuff's not selling. The best thing I could do is just keep listing things, right? Not only that, I'm going to show you guys in the video what I sold today, along with, we're going to have a discussion about clothing, thrift store clothing to be exact, because there's some interesting things going on in the market, and I want to talk to you guys about it. Get your opinions on it. Let me know what you think about it. So, with that being said, let's see what we do today. All right, let's dive into what I sold today. First item is an eBay order. Just a Ralph Lauren basic polo t-shirt here. Size 2 extra large. Nothing special with it. The 2XLs, they do pretty well. A lot of the other smaller sizes, they're kind of all over the board, honestly. I listed this yesterday afternoon and literally sold within a couple hours. But I want to talk about this item really quick because, again, a basic Ralph Lauren polo shirt, okay? Nothing special about it at all. We all know the MSRP on Ralph Lauren polo shirts, standard polo shirts if you go in the polo store. But let me say this, okay? If you're doing some investigative work, you're using your Columbo-like research skills, and you're looking on eBay at not just the sold listings, but the active listings, you will see people have gone crazy with clothing on eBay. It's crazy. I mean, I've seen auctions, guys, 99 cents with free shipping. I've seen people selling this for $5 shipped. It's mind-blowing to me, right? It's crazy. We'll talk about it later. But at the end of the day, I sold it for $15 shipped. Paid $1 for this at the thrift store. I think it was last week on one of their half-off days. But yeah, I mean, it was a quick sale. Made some money at it. But if I was to go off of the listings that were active for that particular shirt, and try to be the lowest or match the lowest price there, I mean, it'd be at $8, which is nuts, right? Again, supply and demand. I mean, it is what it is. But at the same time, I don't know what some of these sellers are doing, and we'll get to that here. All right, so let me move on forward here to Amazon. This is a book here called Wuthering Heights, paperback from 1963. This came out of that recent storage unit I purchased and sold for $5.94. Again, what did I pay for that? I don't know. Once I add up everything that was out of that storage unit, I could determine exactly what I paid for it. I mean, obviously, I'm in the green with profit on that unit, and we're still making money off the unit as the days go by, as the days roll out, which is always a good thing with storage units. Next item here is, let's see what this is. Disc only. This came in the Goodwill DVD disc only lot I got. What is this one? Cry of the Banshee, Murders in the Rue Morgue. I have no idea what this is. 2006 DVD disc only. And this one sold for $17.41. Crazy. There's more money in discs than there is some of this thrift clothing. It's insane, guys. It's insane in the membrane. Next item here, again, came out of that Goodwill DVD disc lot only. Nightbreed from 2004. Disc only. This one sold for $12.11. Shipped. I had $9 in that whole lot there. So, I mean, I'm crushing it with that DVD lot. And I still have a ton that are listed. I've listed them all. I still have a big batch of a bulk lot of probably 200 or 250 discs that I haven't decided what I'm going to do with them yet. I was thinking about considering selling them locally. Might throw them on eBay. I don't know. They're just sitting in the corner of my garage, and I'll deal with them another time. But just it's amazing what some of these DVDs are going for. Next one here, I showed you guys this. This is that NFL Blitz 2003 Nintendo GameCube game, and this sold just disc only, and it's going to ship in this case. Nothing special there. I did get this resurfaced, so I paid $1 into the disc. In terms of cost of what I had on this game, I want to say 50 cents. Got it at a garage sale or a local buy somewhere down the line. So, yeah, this one sold for $13.09 shipped. And the last time I have for today is this 1980s just vintage t-shirt with Sesame Street Bert and Ernie. This sold on Etsy for a total of $25 shipped. Paid $1 for this at a thrift store. probably had it for a good 7 months. I don't mind waiting out for stuff like this, you know, because you're waiting for that one buyer. I mean, and then with vintage clothing, here's the thing. With vintage clothing, they're kind of one-offs, but they're not flooded like some of these brands, like if you're looking at Ralph Lauren or Brooks Brothers or Adidas or Nike. That's why, you know, I've been saying this since day one. My first video on YouTube was talking about clothing. And the vintage clothing, you can't beat it. Some of the prices are up and down. Some markets, you know, some people will buy vintage t-shirts for $10, but, you know, it's just something like this. You can price it $25 and the right buyer comes around, they're going to buy it because why? You're the only one that has this, right? And if it's their size, it's G to G, it's good to go. So I'm going to pack this up, guys, and we'll see what else we do today. All right, so now let's talk about clothing on eBay in a serious conversation here, guys. I've been selling clothing on eBay for over 15 years, all right? And a lot of people have come to this channel to learn about how I sell clothing, how I've done it, this, that. I just want to break this down for you. Maybe you just subscribed here and you're not too sure, but maybe you're like, oh my God, the clothing, this sounds like a gold mine. I just want to go into some details here, so kind of absorb this. You might have to pause the video so you can go get a pad of paper and start writing down stuff. I've got a whole bunch of notes here that I want to talk about, all right? So let's look at a couple different examples here. We're going to go through 2 examples of a particular piece of clothing. It doesn't matter what the brand is, okay? We're talking about a $15 item and an $8 item, shipped, okay? I want to break down the fees for you guys really quick here so you understand where I'm going with this whole next 5 minutes of my conversation. All right, so a $15 item, if you sell it on eBay, if it's a 13-ounce shirt, let's say, all right? You're going to get hit right off the bat. It's $3.88 to send that first class, okay? That's the post office. Then you got the final value fee of $1.35. You have a PayPal fee of 73 cents. That leaves you $9.04. Now, that does not include what you paid for the item or some other factors we're going to talk here. So just keep in mind these numbers I'm talking about. Now, the $8 item, okay? 13-ounce package, same weight, $3.88 out the door to the post office, 72 cents eBay final value fee, PayPal 53 cents, okay? This leaves you at $287. $287 there, okay? Again, you have to subtract the cost of goods, also these other stuff I'm going to be talking about. So now there's a big difference there, $15 and $8. Big difference, because that lower end, it's only $7 you're looking at in between the two, right? But at the end of the day, there's more profit. If you're sourcing items, like, you know, you hear on these YouTubers, oh, I'm get the bins, I get the stuff for 10 cents a quarter, 50 cents. Or you hear me, oh, I get it for $1 at half off days, or whatever it may be. For you to go sell $8 items, you have to sell in volume, okay? And in order to do volume with that, you got to understand what your time's worth. Now, even if you have employees, I mean, I've heard people talk about, oh, I got employees, this, that. There are people that have employees that are running eBay businesses. If you watch, they're selling a boat ton, but their profit margins they're not selling $8 items, okay? Now here, let me say this, okay? Let's factor in some other costs here now, okay? Because now we know the numbers. At $8, we ship $8 shipped, it's $287. $15, it's $9.04. Let's talk about our time now, okay? Our driving time, all right? Our sourcing, when you're there sourcing at the store, how long is it taking you? Your prep time now, cutting the tags off from the Salvation Army, right? Maybe removing a stain, maybe ironing the clothing, maybe washing the clothing, okay? I want you to think about how long is that taking you? Again, write this down. Now doing the photography. How long is it taking you to do the photography? Now create the listing. Got the listing all set up now. Now you're going, okay, let me look at the price. Let's see what the market's doing. Now comparables. How long is that taking you to do? Again, just envision one listing here. Inventory it then, right? You've got the inventory, you've got it already listed. Now you've got a system for inventory, okay? Maybe you pre-package it, throw in a bin, label it A5 or whatever it is. Now the item sells, so now you got to package it. Either package it, ship it with a label, take it to the post office, or they're going to come and pick it up at your house, whatever it is, or your business, doesn't matter. I want you to look at something here, okay? What I just said there, I want you to write down what exactly time frames that is taking you to do. Because this is how you're going to learn this business, guys. This is how you're going to be able to be profitable or out of business selling clothing, okay? And it doesn't really matter if it's clothing or not. Low entry items, okay? I'm coming up with, just on an average, now again, the sourcing is variable because maybe you're there for 30 minutes at the thrift store, but you got 100 items, okay? So I'm coming up with this number just off the top of my head, just a guesstimate. I know what my times are in the give or take. Let's just say on an average here, 60 to 73 minutes total for that one item, okay? Just think about it. Leave your questions for me at the end here, guys. Trust me, because we're going to go in this whole detail. So you got 60, let's just say this is called the 73 minutes, okay? 73 minutes to get your item to the marketplace. Now, once it sells, okay, you have invested money into poly bags maybe to put the shirts in to make them look nice like what I show you guys. You have the poly mailers. You have your paper and ink, or you have a thermal printer and you're using labels. Again, the cost here. Tape maybe as well, right? So those are additional costs you have to consider when you're looking at this. Now, let's try to get an employee involved here, okay? Let's say, hey, I'm going to scale my business. I'm going to give me an employee, but you're still going to sell $8 items because you get them for 50 cents at a weigh and pay or at the garage sale, or it doesn't matter where you get them. You'll see the cost here of why it's not going to work for you. Let's say you have an employee named Susie, okay? And let's say Susie is starting off, and she can only legitimately do 5 items a piece of clothing in an hour on eBay, from process A to process Z, okay? They're all $8 items, guys, okay? At the end of the day, let's say their cost is 50 cents per item they're getting. Now they're going to make $2 profit. Okay, right off the bat, off the numbers, you're going to say, yeah, it's $2 profit. I'm like, no, but it's not. You want to know why? Because we didn't factor in the time. We didn't factor in the supplies. Everybody always looks at that number. Oh, well, I paid 10 and it sold for, 35, and I made 20 after the eBay fees and the shipping. There's more factors here to consider if you're running a true business. Again, I'm just trying to help you guys. So now this employee lists 5 items, in that 1 hour, but you're paying her $10 an hour, okay? See, now if all 5 items sell fast, because that's what, obviously, when you list things, you want them to sell fast, but we all know you can list 5 items right now, unless you're doing auctions, and even auctions, there's no guarantee that stuff's going to sell. So now you're waiting. You're waiting for the sale to happen. You're really trying to sell those 5 items to make the $2, but you really not make the $2. Does that make any sense? But you just paid her $10 an hour to do that grunt work. So you're at a break even. You're actually at a loss if you think about it, okay? Again, check my math. Look at the numbers here, guys. I'm just trying to help you out, okay? This is a hard business at the end of the day, okay? And you've seen me sell things for under $10, right? I'm trying to blow out inventory. I'm trying to do this, that. I told you guys I'm changing my business model. I'm doing a lot of different things when it comes to reselling. I do Amazon FBA. I've got e-commerce sites. I do the local game. I'm doing a lot of things because all of that is part of the big pie, okay? That makes me profitable, that makes me money, right? That makes me keep doing this job. Because honestly, if I was completely new to reselling and I came on, especially the YouTube platform or to Facebook, and people are like, oh yeah, look, we sold this for 50 cents and $8. That seems intriguing, okay? It totally does. Like, oh wow, well if I sell 30 of those, $8 items a day times $2, a profit for each one, I make $60, but you're really not making $60. See, okay? You got to change your mindset here if you want to grow this business. Not only that, if you want to be more profitable. So I'm going to say this right here to sum it up. If you are selling items for $8 shipped or under $10 shipped, you might want to focus, if you like the clothing, okay, you might want to focus on bigger ticket, better brands, stuff that has higher sell-through rates, right? Or stuff that's typically $30, $40 for an item, okay? I'm just throwing this out there. I know it's not out there. You can't just load up carts every day at a thrift store. And again, you got the thrift store pricing to compete with, right? If they're $9.99 for a shirt, the thrift stores aren't stupid, guys, But if you focused on a couple things, I'm just going to say this real quick. If you focus on finding better products to sell rather than wasting your time with selling $8 Disney Frozen shirts, okay? I'm just being upfront and honest here. You focused on better brands, higher quality, higher price points, you're going to do more for yourself, right? Then once you realize, oh my God, I'm making some money at this, I'm being very, very selective of what I'm buying, then you can start adapting into getting an employee and stuff like that. Or once you understand what I just told you guys here, you can figure this business out. It's not difficult. But clothing's not for everybody. But, if you're at a thrift store and you're going, hey, my gosh, that's a vintage 1984, Bob Seger shirt for $2. That's a $50 bill, guys, okay? You pick it up. But if you start adapting the other things, okay, the vintage radios, the cameras, the video games, and mix all this together, this is how you're going to succeed in this business. Flat out. Flat out. So let this information sink in, maybe rewind the video, watch it again, look at what I was talking about with the price points and then the cost of the goods, the cost of time. It all adds up, right? I'm throwing this out there, guys. Maybe if you're new to reselling, you can look at this and go, wow, because I'll tell you what, if I knew this information 15 years ago, it would be a game changer. So if you appreciate today's video, guys, please give the thumbs up on the video. Leave a comment down below. If you have any questions, I'd be really interested in hearing what you guys think about all this. I'm going to be staying busy the rest of the day, listing, that's for sure, making things happen, trying to get more sales to come in, just doing what I can do. Hopefully you're out there, you're crushing it, you're making it happen. Till next time I'm out here, peace. Vlog over.